K-U-N-T, Sneedville.
Welcome to Analysis Today. I'm Rich Baritone. It is Monday, October 10th, 2022, and we are but 3 days away from the most consequential day in the history of Sneedville, as Tyree Sneed appears before the Cameron County Court to be sentenced at last for his assault with bodily injury conviction from 2014. Sneedville has been alive with speculation for weeks as to the outcome of this court appearance on Thursday, but one life form is absolutely sure that it knows what's going on and it's willing to violate lawyer-client privilege to tell us about it. That, of course, would be Sybil, and it is going to break it down for us tonight. We, in turn, will break it down for Sybil, detailing precisely what actions will be taken in the run-up to Judgment Day 22, right here on Analysis Today on Negative 43 KUNT TV. Tonight's source audio comes from Friday, October 7th. As always, I will interject with commentary and analysis as needed. I won't argue every last point, though. To do so would become redundant, and Sybil will be redundant enough for one evening. Here goes.
Good day, everybody. I'm just coming on here before I get last-minute shopping done before next week. So, wannabe tarot readers that think they can predict my future. Well, your predictions are wrong. Your predictions are wrong, but nice try. Thinking you know my future, my present, what have you. It's funny how a lot of them over there sit in their videos calling Tyree delusional or Tyree's not living in reality, when really it's all you that don't live in reality and are delusional.
So sit back and relax as Ms. Multiple tells us how it is.
Old man, okay?
That, of course, would be me.
Go whittle your fucking wood, okay?
Woo, doggy.
And stop focusing, well, all of you, stop focusing on Tyree and I so much. How about that?
No deal.
And to the one that keeps on going into my email, I'm not responding to you.
You just did. You don't get any of this, do you?
But you still keep emailing me. You think I care that you have a Hate Jenny channel? No, I don't. Keep putting out what you want. Keep trying to email me. You're not getting any responses from me because I don't care about you.
See what I mean about the whole redundant thing?
But obviously you care about me enough to keep emailing me at odd hours of the morning when normal people are sleeping at that time. So yeah.
Did you hear it clear its throat? You'll hear that a few more times in the show tonight. Foreshadowing?
You all can sit there and think you know me and my every move, what it means or what it doesn't mean. But that's furthest from the truth. I think I know my life better than anyone. My moves, I think I know better than anyone else.
You and Tyree Sneed are both very predictable.
Not some old man that sits up there putting out stupid videos because he's mad in his feelings because he doesn't have content anymore.
It's not smart enough to realize it's giving me content, and it is about to bring up the non-existent mommy files.
Which he would have gotten from me, but I didn't play into it, I didn't send it. So he's in a bad, terrible mood.
I don't care, because the mommy files don't exist. They never did. You're just nuts.
Why he's attacking me.
I'm not attacking it at all. Sybil made a decision to block for Tyree Sneed. Therefore, it's in my way, so I have to get all butkus about it to get to the target. Don't want the shit? Get out of the way. Simple.
But anyway, EFD, I'm glad you're in Texas. And that's where I'm going to be next week.
You will not be in Texas. No way. It will begin to head shortly. Stay tuned.
Yes, I am. And Tyree and I will be traveling. Yes, we will. I'm still keeping my place in case we ever want to come back, which I'm sure that's going to happen. So I don't need to come on here and prove anything to all of you.
So why do you keep doing it?
I'm talking when you guys accused me of lying about cancer, I debunked that. When you guys all came on here calling me a dude, I debunked that.
Speaking only for myself, I'm not convinced.
I know my body and I know who I am as a person. Whatever you guys want to think and believe on what happened on YouTube, that's on you. But that's not in my real life. The only one that's in my real life is Tyree, because we actually met. Oh, another thing, Poon. So sad your relationship didn't work out. Maybe that's karma. Maybe that's your karma. You ever think about that?
Tyree Sneed is going to kill it.
So while you sat up there, Poon, insulting my and Tyree's relationship, look whose relationship didn't work out now. I mean, you were only there for what? Not even a day and a half? And you had to go back home. I would never. But look at Tyree and I. Yes, we've had, issues.
Issues?
You would have hopped on the plane and done what you were supposed to do. Instead, you ruined my life and killed me.
changed.
No, you killed me. No, you changed it on your own. Own up to that. Now, this is the last word you'll ever speak to me. You changed that on your own for no reason. Is that not correct?
I changed it.
Say anything other than yes, and you're gone for life, bitch. Don't ever talk to me again. I'm going to ask again. No, I'm not. Answer the question.
Yes, I changed it.
No, you changed it on your own. Yes or no?
Yes, but I changed it again just now.
Okay.
I have a 3:00 bus.
Okay.
Relaxing while we're riding in a Greyhound bus. We're seeing all the scenery in Comfort Plus. It's such a comfort to take the bus and leave the driving to us in a Greyhound bus. Lucky us in a Greyhound bus.
But guess what? We're still here. We're still strong. We worked it out. Hi, Sunflower.
And so Sunflower arrives on the scene. Enjoy the next 2 minutes of an utterly daft carbon dioxide machine trying to figure out how to unblock Sunflower.
I still can't unban you from coming up on the panel. I don't know how to do it. I meant to kick you from the studio, not ban you. So if you were to ever try to come up again, if you can, I don't know how I would unblock you from... I wouldn't know how to unban you from coming up on the panel. But clearly you see, I don't have Sunflower blocked. I can see her in my chat. I banned her accidentally from coming up on the panel. But yeah, so next week, Thursday, is his release date, 45 days served.
This is a claim you will hear from it rather a lot going forward. As a retired forklift operator, I don't see it happening. More on that later.
His lawyer called me to let me know that everything is in order, and just on his court date, Zoom, the judge will sign off on everything. Yeah, the judge knows about every case. So to the old man that should be whittling wood, okay?
Whittling wood. You know, when I was a kid, I really wanted to be Judd Clampett. Yes, I remember going out to the backyard one day with my dad's .22 rifle and firing it into the ground, hoping to strike oil just like Judd. Well, I fired that rifle into the ground in the backyard, and up from the ground come a bubbling crude. Oil, that is. Black gold. Texas tea. I was so excited. But then my dad came tearing out of the house, yelling something about what the hell I thought I was doing. I said, "Look, Dad, I struck oil." Then my dad told me that I hadn't struck oil, I had shot the sewer line. That wasn't oil, it was shit. I still carry the knot on my head after all these years.
That's part of the process of getting out. Is it going to court, Zoom court, and the judge knows every case. The judge just don't come out and sit there and go, "Oh, well, I'm in the dark. What's this case about?" No, the judge knows every case, knows what's going on behind the scenes. So the prosecutor signed off, the lawyer signed off, and now the judge signs off. He's released, time served, No citations, no nothing.
Yes, the judge knows of the case before a defendant appears before him. That is true. But I can promise you this, Sybil, as soon as I confirm that he is going before the judge that I believe he is going before, the judge's staff will be flooded with emails and video links to his worst content, including his death threats to you. Considering what he is being sentenced for, this will not make a good impression, and it won't matter that it isn't related to the case before the bench. That video will make it clear to the court that it is dealing with a monster. The judge's staff will also get a link to the video this audio is taken from, where a manic multiple is running its razor-thin lips, putting words in the court's mouth. While this isn't illegal at all, it still may not sit well, especially if you are violating lawyer-client privilege by putting out publicly what are supposed to be confidential communications. We'll go into that more later. God knows it's going to bring it up again.
Nope, no probation, no nothing like that. So that's it, that's solidified as of next Thursday. And no, I'm not going to be at the Zoom court hearing.
And there it is. Sybil will not be at Texas on Thursday. Lucy is getting ready to pull the football back.
I'm still going to be on my way. So, but Dina, how do I unban you from coming up on the panel? How do I unban you? Because I'm sure you've banned people from coming up on your panel. So how do you get that where you're welcome to come up? I mean, can you try to come up now? And then I can see then if I unban you, or how does that work? But in a nutshell, people, you're gonna look stupid. Come next Thursday, you're all gonna look stupid. So all these videos that you've been putting up, thinking you know what's going on, and including the bitch or whoever that person is that I went back and forth with in comments, you know nothing. You know nothing. I know it all. I know everything about the case. You guys just know what you read. But I know because I'm actually talking to the lawyer, and you don't have to be friends or family.
Sybil is probably right about that. It would seem logical to me that Tyrese need to designate it as a contact, though it would be legally powerless. And those are two words Sybil needs to learn right now.
And I'm gonna be family soon. So long story short, call me Sybil, call me stupid, call me I don't know what I'm saying, I don't know what I'm doing. Right, my mind is still there. My mind is still there. It's fine, it's good, it's functioning properly.
I call bullshit.
I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm saying. Same thing. I know more about the case than any of you fools know.
Time now for an abrupt change of subject.
Go to microphone camera, you see your block. What do I click on, Dina? Just click on microphone camera, you see your block list that way? No. I clicked on mic, I clicked on camera, and nothing came up. So that didn't work. Guess. Oh, I found it, D. I found it. Okay, I found it. I went under more, and then I clicked settings, and that came up. So all I'm saying is that 2.5, 3 years between Tyree and I, we get it. You don't like us, you hate us, you blah, 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 this, that, and the third. It's fine. I think we get the hint. Okay? Putting videos out, uploads, whatever, it's just the same old, same old. This is just the same shit, different day. Same shit, different day.
It has no idea how right it is. It's a real challenge to write jokes when Sybil itself indulges in same shit, different day every time it gets on here. Yet somehow, I rise to the challenge every time. I just got it like that.
And for what? For clicks and views. But you guys, your views and clicks, whatever, same thing, suck. No, I'm not. I have no reason to lie. No reason to lie at all. Not about this. So you can sit there and think you know what's going on. You guys don't. I'm in the background. I'm behind the scenes.
And that is the first accurate thing you've said. You're in the background here. Irrelevant.
I'm working with them. So you guys could sit there and say, Jenny, you're lying. No, I'm not.
You're, quote, working, end quote, with no one. You are having no positive impact on his case, and if it is pestering his lawyer even half as much as it claims to be, it is hurting his case. You'll see.
I know exactly, better than you idiots, what's going on. Because I'm actually talking to them. You can sit there and say to your blue in the face, I don't talk to the lawyer. Yes, I do. And I can debunk that real quick.
Then it needs to stop talking out of its non-existent ass and debunk it already. If I were you, I would publish those recordings right now. It's the only way you can prove it.
Play with me if you want to. I'm not the one. Not the one. Point fucking blank, period. No, I'm not using Tyree for views. I don't need to. Before I even met Tyree, I had a lot of good views on videos. A lot of good views. Go back to my old stuff, you'll see. I pulled in views before I even met Tyree. So I'm doing good on my channel. I don't need anyone to build clout out of, okay?
None of us get any views, least of all you. Stop kidding yourself.
I don't need that. I don't want that. I'm not trying to get monetized. Nothing like that. I don't want to.
Horse shit.
So you don't know nothing.
Your chronic usage of double negatives is super annoying.
That's right. I have talked to Tyree's mom. Have her phone number and everything. I have spoke to her.
This feels like a bombshell, assuming it isn't lying. And to what end? Tyree's mom hates his guts.
It's me.
Yep, keep it cool, Dina.
At this point, Sybil's conversation with Sunflower begins in earnest. Sunflower will receive no flack from me, as she is clearly on the side of the angels and doesn't want Sybil to get hurt. That fact makes Sunflower better than I in this context, as I no longer care what happens to it. At all.
I am. I'm not gonna start.
Because the only problem I have with you, Dina, and I'm not trying to argue,
It's
It's
fine.
just-
Say whatever you want.
you just sit there and say people should stay out of people's business.
Yeah, I know. I never mind my own business.
And that's okay. I'm not saying I look
No,
down.
it's not okay.
No, Dina. People are always into everyone's business on YouTube.
Insert then don't put your business on YouTube joke here.
The ones that
Yeah.
say they're not, they are.
I know.
I sit back and I watch.
Get it, sorry.
Who are you talking to? What voice in your head?
You! I'm saying I didn't want to be rude to, like, while you're talking. I didn't want to, like, talk over you.
No, Dina, I was just being silly. It was just a joke.
I know. We're like the
Okay.
two twin stepsisters on freaking YouTube.
That's what they say anyways.
Honestly, I haven't been really doing my YouTube channel. I can really care less about it.
Yeah, well, I don't either.
I mean, I've been keeping myself busy with other things in life. YouTube's boring.
It is. I mean, and I come on here to just have free speech, to say what I want, and that's okay. Everyone has that right. See, this is what I mean. Look at this.
I'm reading it.
The way they talk is so stupid. Makes no sense.
As a free speech absolutist, I 100% agree with Sybil here, and it is my free speech to respond to your idiocy. It's how it works.
So what is going on? Like, I'm not trying to pry into your business. Like,
Oh, he gets out next Thursday, 45 days served.
right.
And then the judge signs off, and that's it. That's all it is. He can put it behind him. There will be no more jail time. There will be no probation,
Yeah.
because he took the plea deal of guilty.
Oh gosh.
And that's what the lawyer and I were discussing.
Now seems an appropriate time to talk about this time served thing Sybil keeps talking about. This could happen because he's a Sneed. Do not underestimate the power of his family name in Texas. Sybil contacted Tyree's mom with the hope of exploiting this fact, assuming of course that this chronic liar is being truthful. More on that later.
More than one time.
You can actually, even though that you two are not like legally married, you can still like talk to his lawyer, even though you guys are not legally married. Isn't that
Right.
like
No.
not like
it's-
conspiracy, like a third party type thing?
No. It's perfectly fine, perfectly legit, perfectly legal. The lawyer would not be calling me if he was risking getting his bar license pulled. He has every right to call me. I have every right to call him.
While I believe that to be true, Sybil's apparent violation of lawyer-client privilege is stupid. Conversations of this sort are assumed to be confidential. Sybil betrayed that confidence. Sybil had better believe that the source video has been copied and will be sent to the judge's staff. Let's find out if Sneed's lawyer should be talking to you at all, if in fact he is. I am in no way suggesting that what Sybil is doing is illegal. I am suggesting that what Sybil is doing is unethical.
I'm the only person that's, helping out Tyree. I'm his fiance. I'm his fiance.
The only person doing anything for Tyree Sneed at this time is his public defender. Sybil is nothing more than moral support and has done nothing to help his case. Nothing.
What the lawyer said the first time he went to see Tyree was, you got a woman out there that's really in love with you and cares about you.
Right.
So it's not illegal, and I have all the proof.
Proof, eh? Sybil is insinuating that recordings of her conversations with the public defender exist. Texas is a one-party consent state, but there is a difference in the wording of the statute that is quite interesting. Texas is considered a one-party consent state. This means that unless at least one of the parties to a conversation consents, both Texas and federal wiretapping laws make it a crime to record an audio conversation, either in person or over the phone, if the parties have a, quote, reasonable expectation of privacy, end quote. I don't think that makes it illegal. Again, it just makes it unethical. But when one is discussing legal matters with an attorney, there is an absolute expectation of privacy. Sybil doesn't seem to understand that. Sybil should not be talking about any of this in public as it is an ongoing case. I am not saying it's illegal. I am saying that it's stupid. Neither am I saying that it was illegal for Sybil to record these supposed conversations. If one is in a one-party consent state, one would be stupid not to record those conversations. But to then broadcast to the world the existence of these recordings is not savvy. Let's go on.
I can debunk these idiots in seconds.
How can you debunk everybody?
Dina, everything today is recorded. Everything today is recorded. When you call any law firm, all those conversations are recorded.
Wow. Interesting.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know.
Shit. I don't lie about shit like this. When it comes to big things, I don't lie about it. There's no reason to. I am behind the scenes. I know what's going on. I know everything. He keeps me in the loop. He cannot lose his license.
Can I just ask you a question without you getting mad or upset with me? I just want to ask a question. That's all I want to do. All right? Can I ask you a question?
Sure. Wait, you already did.
No. Haha, you're funny. Look, I get that you and Tyree, you love him. He loves you. But I'm not trying to, I'm just curious, and I just sometimes, you know how I am with the worry, and I'm like a worried wart, all right?
That's okay.
I'm not, I like how you have saying, you want to be a tarot reader and you can predict your future.
Wait, back that up. What?
I'm reading this thing saying, want to be a tarot reader like what you wrote, and you can predict the future. Now I'm going to trick you. I'm going to say something that it might make you think.
I was talking to them.
Yeah, I know. But I want to say something. Please, don't get mad at me or upset with me later about it, because it's been really on my mind.
Here is where the intensity levels start to rise. Sunflower begins to open up on Sybil about its past relationship with Tyree Sneed, that Sneed is a danger to it, and more. Got your popcorn? I do. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, after all that you're doing this for him, and you're helping him get out, with money situation or whatever, and do you think he's using you to get him out of jail?
D, go back to our relationship.
No. I'm just asking. I'm
No,
just asking because
No, that's not
I
it.
don't. No. Please, Jenny, just hear me out, okay?
I'm telling you
Please.
no. I'm telling you no.
Okay. Now, when he does come out and he starts treating you like poop again, you know this is his power and his control wheel, right? I'm
Trust me.
just saying.
I got this. Everything is going to be all right.
Yes, indeed, everything is going to be all right because Sybil will betray Tyree Sneed at the last minute and Sneed will disintegrate. At least that's Sybil's plan. We've all seen this movie before.
Okay. Now, mind you,
Humbled him.
Jail has not humbled Tyree Sneed. His severe NPD will not allow that. Jail has increased Sneed's inner rage, which he has suppressed while in jail. Sybil will trigger that rage by Wednesday. It's a wrap.
I'm hoping that all that he has done to you in the past, not now, okay, the past, okay, I'm just saying, I predict, I'm not a psychic reader, I'm not a freaking tarot card reader, but I'm going to guess the minute he comes out of that jail and he sees you, he's going to play a couple days with you, killing you with kindness, and then he's going to go right back to square one with you. Now, mind you, I'm just saying, I'm just hypothetically, he does this to you, are you going to get the quote unquote, gonads and say, hey, I don't want it to, you guys to keep repeating and rinsing, or rinse and repeating. I worry about you, we were really once friends at one point. I don't know if we are still today. I mean, we both really nitpick at each other a lot lately. But say for instance, you bail him out of this jail, whatever how much money it's going to cost you.
Can I interrupt you? He's not, it was going to be bail before he took the guilty plea.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bail anymore. After that point, it didn't turn into bail.
Because what they did was he pleaded the fifth by keeping silence.
No, he pled guilty.
They gave him a plea, meaning they gave him the plea bargain. You neither be guilty or you're going to get a bail bond. So he wanted to plead guilty to get out of the jail-free card.
Well, no, he really believes he was guilty. He knows that what he did back then was wrong.
What did he do again? I forget.
Excellent play here by Sunflower, who knows exactly what Tyree Sneed did 8 years ago. Sybil, of course, evades the question because it has to.
Dina, it's all on public record.
I don't care about his public record.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is everybody can sit there and predict what's going to happen.
But I'm right. If I'm right, I'm just saying, if I'm right, I say, D, you were right, or Dina, you were right about this. I just have this feeling, and my feelings, I'm always right. No matter what I say to you, I'm always right. I don't want him to hurt you, Jenny. It's the same old power and control wheel.
He's not going to.
Okay.
I firmly believe that it's all going to be much different. Much different.
Okay.
I truly feel in my heart, and I've helped him out before in the past, and he never used me then. So why would he use me now? That's
because he's in jail and he knows that you would do anything for him, especially something like this.
I reached out to him through Jared, and I didn't start helping him. Jared, his best friend from Cameron County.
He reached out to Jared, eh, Sybil? Jared, his best friend. Jared, raper of hamburgers. His best friend. What a life.
I did not start giving him money right away. It was him writing me a letter, which I got. It was very beautiful.
Come the fuck on already.
And just us, talking on the phone. Nothing of money was getting handed to him. So he's not using me. He never did use me then, and he wouldn't now.
Okay, so what makes you think that
I'm saying Tyree is set. Okay, he's set in life.
I'm broke as fuck.
He's got his own money. He's got jobs lined up already before he gets out.
Okay, let me ask you this. If he has his own money, why can't he get himself out of jail and help himself with his own bills, help himself out of jail if he's such a trillionaire?
See, there you go, Dina. You're starting again.
Jenny, you have to listen to yourself. You just
He
got
pled,
done saying,
he pled
listen,
guilty. I am
okay,
listening. So let me talk.
okay, I get it. Okay, I get that. But you're saying that he has all this money. Why can't he use all his own money to get himself out of jail?
But Dina, why spend money on a bail if he's going to plead the truth, which is guilty?
Jenny,
That's like, well, listen, no, wait,
Jenny, you're not
listen.
listening to me.
Steve, but you're not listening to me.
Jenny, yes, I am listening.
Let me just say this real quick. Like when I got caught for my first OWI ever that I ever had in 2008, I went into the court and I pled guilty.
Yeah, you plead the fifth.
Sunflower doesn't understand what it means to plead the fifth. No joke here, I'm on her side.
I pled guilty because I did it. I didn't go up there I did not go up there to the podium and say I'm not guilty or no contest. I pled guilty. I was proud to say I did it.
I myself have pled guilty to the same offense 40 years ago. Proud was not something I felt at that time. Shame, yes. Guilt, yes. Depression, absolutely. I was not proud of anything related to it. And if a person is arrested for drunk driving twice, that person has a problem.
That's the normal thing to do. That's the right thing to do, is plead guilty for your mistakes. I wasn't about to go up there and say, well, I'm not guilty. I wasn't operating my vehicle drunk. When you know you did something wrong, you plead guilty because you are genuinely guilty of it. Why would I go up there and say the opposite? When you do something and you're at fault, you plead guilty.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, okay? I understand that you plead guilty. I get that, but you keep saying yourself that he has all this money, but you're using some of your money to help him pay whatever he needs to pay.
Because he can't use his money. He's locked up.
Because he doesn't have any money.
That is a fact.
Dina, that's your prediction.
My predictions are going to be 100%, not 90% IQ. They're going to be right. I'm telling you. Jenny,
do you want to get kicked, Dina? Do you want to get kicked? We're going to argue.
Jenny.
And before it gets to that point, I will kick you because I'm not going to argue with you. Now listen.
I'm not trying. Listen to me.
But you're being sarcastic at some point.
No, I'm not.
And that's fine. You have that right. But at the same time, can you come up here and talk in a low, calm manner?
I'm trying, but every time I talk, you're talking over me.
Because it's my panel. I'm trying to understand why you're being just like they are.
Because what it's doing is stupid and a waste of its life.
I'm not being like them.
Yes, you are.
I'm trying to make you understand that if he hurts you, you're going to be in the same predicament that you were before.
He's never hurt me ever.
He never wished that on you. He never wished you get cancer again. He never wished bad things on your daughter.
You know, when you argue with somebody, when you have a fight with somebody, do you say things to them that you do not mean?
Tyrese Nita said things to Sybil that are unforgivable, period. And it is Sybil's fondest hope that she can induce Need to say those unforgivable things one more time by Thursday morning.
I have, yes. But then I say to myself, okay, you know, people do make mistakes in life every single day, but when they're
What Sneed did was not an innocent mistake. Tyree Sneed beats women. Lily wasn't the first one. It's a good thing that Sybil has no plans to follow through on any of this. This is all a setup. Prove me wrong.
When they continue to make the same mistake like he has done to you, you know the minute that he comes back, he's going to jump right back on YouTube, and then he's going to blah, 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 and he's going to reel you in, and then he's going to hurt you again. Mark my word.
We're not going to be on YouTube. I assure you.
Okay, you sure about that?
Yes, Tyree and I are not going to be on YouTube next week.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, that's what you think and feel. That's okay. But what I'm saying is, Dina, when people argue, whether it's friends, husband and wife, or a couple, they say things they do not mean.
Tyree Sneed, of course, means every word of it. Sneed is only cool with Sybil when Sneed thinks he's gonna get laid. All Sybil is to him is a vagina and a bank.
Out of anger and hurt. I'm guilty of that. I've said things to and about people that I'm not proud of that I didn't mean. It was just out of anger. Everybody does it.
Stop, just fucking stop. I'm starting to get pissed now.
And you've seen it on here a lot.
But do you understand what I'm trying to say?
You know, I understand. I may be regarded, but I understand.
Regarded? Dumber getting I'm.
You're not regarded, so stop saying that about yourself.
I'm on paper.
So Sybil is regarded on paper? Sybil is talking about her disability, and she is disabled. Sybil is more ill than Tyrese Need. Tyrese Need has one personality, and it is very defective, but Sybil has at least two personalities, is schizophrenic and manic depressive, and probably has antisocial personality disorder. Sybil is no more capable of having a meaningful relationship than Tyrese Need. In conclusion, Sybil is not, quote, regarded, end quote. She is insane. That's what she's got the papers for.
Okay, big deal. We all have some kind of a mental freaking disability or some kind of mental problem.
Everybody.
Okay, we all get judged by God, okay? Who cares about people judging me, saying bad things about me? I'm used to. People say stuff to my face.
Yeah.
Even like the closest, like one of your friends would sit there and say the most horrible things to you. But the point is, okay, that I'm trying to make them understand that I'm just going to predict this future with you and him. Just let me. Just hear me out. This is what I'm going to predict. And I might be wrong, I might be right. Okay? The minute he comes out, yeah, he's going to be all like, oh, I can breathe. I'm 45 days, free. I just have this feeling like he's going to be a jerk to you all over again.
Nope,
and I don't want to see that happen. I don't wish any of that to happen on anybody.
I know you don't.
He's never going to be the guy that you want. You deserve so much better.
No, it doesn't, but I agree with the general point.
Now, I'm going to say something else, okay? When he was away all that time, you weren't getting all these trolls in your chat because you weren't talking about him. Now that you're back talking about him, people are going to keep saying what they're going to say.
They've been coming around before I even met
The thing is, though, you had that nice right of the freedom of not talking about him.
The little girl personality was up front then. Sybil was literally another person at that time.
Because you were in process of trying to figure out what you need to do to help him. Look, I get it that you have a heart of gold for him.
It's all a setup.
I get the fact that you care and love him. But the principal point is just watch your back. Because he's only going to hurt you again.
Well, that's
I even told you this behind the scenes lots of times. And you agreed. There's been times when it was me, you, and Will. And you told us the same thing. I'm done with Joey. I'm done. Then you're right back to him. I don't want you to end up getting hurt by him again. I don't. But that's your problem. Okay? I'm usually my opinion shouldn't matter to you. But I'm just saying it because, I don't want people to
What?
I don't know. It's just, sometimes I wonder, if he'll ever be a man and not end up always controlling every girlfriend that he has ever had.
Absolutely factual.
I mean, oh hey Sunflower, nice to see you again. It's about time.
Who is Sunflower?
Huh? I know who it is. It's one of my troll accounts. Don't block it.
I'm not going until they say something
nice.
Then I won't.
I mean, all these people in here are just, trying to, it's just, you gotta, stop and think, you have a daughter, okay? You don't want your daughter growing up being like, oh, okay, it's gonna be okay that my mommy goes out with a complete psycho freak.
Escalation sequence engaged.
You don't want your daughter, taking your steps of, her having a guy like this in her life. Now, do you? No. I would feel the same way.
Brittany just wants me happy, and
well, I'm going to be honest to you. He's going to drag you down once again.
He's not.
I'm just saying, okay. I'm going to bet you.
Well, okay.
I'm going to bet you $5 that he is only using you to get him out of a free car jail.
Only $5?
Yep.
Tyree Sneed isn't using Sybil to get out of jail, as it can do nothing to bring that about. What Sneed is using it for is commissary money, nothing else. And if I were Sunflower, I wouldn't offer that bet, because Sybil is not going to Texas. Unlike Sybil's daddy, she's going to pull out.
Only $5.
All I'm saying, Dina, is everyone on here can think and predict and know about my present and future pertaining to Tyree, but it's only him and I that matters. What happens? We don't care about what other people think and feel. We're past that. We're past that.
And what, like, I shouldn't even be concerned for you. I mean, but see, that's just me. Like, I have a heart, you know? You do unto others as you want them to do unto you. I've always went by that quote all my life. And for a guy like Tyree, it's like...
A guy like Tyree, who I think is a great, amazing person.
Sybil needs to be committed. That simple.
Well, he needs to really... I mean, he's claiming he has, like, all this money. Why hasn't he, like, gotten his own place or lived motel to motel or lived, out on the streets?
That's not going to be the case anymore. People change, situations change.
So, and then what happens when he goes to get another job, and and the manager decides to kick him out of his job? What's he going to go on to the next job and keep, flicking off his money on YouTube? Be like, oh, this is look all my 5s, 20s, and 100s. Jenny, if he has, all this money, he could be a man, step up to the plate, and learn to start taking care of a freaking woman instead of you taking care of him.
Dina, he has taken care of me. When he was back by me,
he did taking care of you by vandalizing your car, throwing your phone in the water. That's taking care of you.
The water.
Yeah, the water in the porta potty outside of Lambeau Field. You know, the one Sneed threw your brand new iPhone into. Yeah, that water. Wishing death upon you, wishing cancer back on you, talking bad about your daughter. That's taking care of you.
That was out of anger.
Tyree Sneed is angry all of the time. Its continued defense of the indefensible is moronic, and Sybil deserves everything that will happen to it should it continue down this path.
You don't know.
What happens if you two were in a fight, person to person? Is he going to raise his hand at you next?
No.
He's going to punch you?
He never did.
I see that about him. He is an angry person. He needs to be in jail more than 45 freaking damn days. He needs to be in jail for the rest of his life.
Tyree Sneed doesn't need to be in jail for the rest of his life. He needs to be in Austin State Hospital for the rest of his life. And it's past time for Sybil's family to have it committed for its own safety. Way past time.
No, Dina.
Yes, he does.
Oh, he doesn't. He's never laid a hand on me. Throwing keys at me is not laying his hands on me.
That's still domestic abuse.
Tyree Sneed hit Sybil in the chest with a full key ring. Sneed also threw a cell phone at it. Sybil once claimed to have physically pushed Sneed out of its home in self-defense. How defective must a life form be to enjoy this? Sunflower, the poor thing, genuinely seems to care.
That's domestic violence. I don't care, Jenny. He is the power and control wheel. Until you come to realize that, then talk to me. But I'm telling you, he's only going to screw your life up even more. And now I feel really sorry for your daughter, Brittany.
Brittany is an adult. But thank you, Dina, for your 2 cents.
And so, Sybil kicks Sunflower for speaking the truth. And even though Sybil's daughter is an adult, you just know she's disgusted with her mother. Who wouldn't be?
Why does this girl always talk about money? Like, relationships are not about money. Being in the world, money is not a big deal. Yeah, money is a big deal when it pays for your bills, but outside of that, money don't matter. All money does is bring you unhappiness.
How the fuck would you know?
Look at all the helly weird people with all their money. You think it brings them anything? Anyone can go out and buy a 70-inch TV or a brand new, Ferrari Testarossa car. But is that going to bring them true happiness? No.
Speaking only for myself, I would test that theory. Yes, I would, in a New York minute.
So Dina, I don't get why you're so upset. and why everything is money with you. I don't go out with men for what they have. I go out with Tyree because how I feel he truly is.
A misogynistic woman-beating hobo? Because that's what Tyree Sneed really is.
And that's my fault. That's my fault for when him and I were in an argument, disagreement, but we were still talking behind the scenes, trying to patch it up. That was my fault, coming on and saying such, horrible lies out of anger and being upset. That's my fault. But it's not how he truly is.
That's exactly who Tyree Sneed is.
But Dina, I'm a grown woman. Like you, make my own decisions, just like you do. If you were in a true relationship, Dina, you would understand. But you're not. You're with different guys all the time. Maybe that's why you care about money so much, is because that's what you look for in a guy who then goes out and buys you stuff. That's what I see. So if you're going to sit there and judge me and you predict my future and what you see, well, that's what I see with you. You just snag up guys who have money. And you've made that clear many times on your panel. I want a guy who has a car, has money, has this and that, material things.
Damn sunflower for having standards.
You never ever say about guys that you're with what they're like on the inside. You automatically go for what they have. I'm not like that. I don't look for what people have. I don't look for, this is going to be my soon-to-be husband and his parents are going to croak anytime soon, probably from the stress that they caused them. Stress is the #1 killer.
Stress kills indirectly. It is not a disease or a recognized causation of death. Of course, this is what happens when life forms with sub-100 IQs make larynx-based noises.
And we're going to get an inheritance. I don't look for that. I look for what they are on the inside.
Sybil likes evil pieces of shit.
So you guys can all sit there and attack Tyree all you want. I know him. Behind the scenes, when we weren't even on YouTube, we had beautiful times. We did. We went out to movies, just like couples do. We went out to eat. We went out sightseeing, nature walks, stuff like that, hand in hand.
Sybil and Tyree holding hands on a nature walk. This didn't happen, as wild animals instinctively know that Tyree Sneed is evil and should be attacked.
And that's what it's going to be like from here on out. You guys can say what you want, predict what you want, think you know everything. You don't. I do. Tyree knows. That's all that matters. I just don't understand. And D, I've never had an issue keeping an audience. Pre-Tyree. And I'm sure she's gone live to, Jenny was being mean to me. No, I wasn't. I was just pretty much saying what I feel and what I think and what I know. None of you guys can all tell me anything. None of you all can tell Tyree anything. You can all sit there and say to your blue in the face what you think, what you want to predict. It's not going to happen. Tyree and I are strong, and we're strong together.
Tyree Sneed and Sybil are both volatile and unstable.
It's just funny, some relationships that were had on YouTube, they didn't work out. But Tyree and I are still going strong. Every couple, married, whatever, go through, how you say, bumps in the road. And any couple that sits there and says they're perfect, they have the June and Ward Cleaver relationship. You're lying.
Ward and June Cleaver? No. My relationship with my wife is more like Gomer Pyle and Luann Boovy. Allow me to explain. Gomer and Luann were crazy about each other. Gomer only cared about what Luann wanted, and Luann only cared about what Gomer wanted. Which of course led to, whatever you want, Luann, whatever you want, Gomer. Two people far more concerned about the other person in the relationship rather than themselves. That is us.
That's fake. You all see, Tyree and I are going to be just fine. Just fine. All right? So that's pretty much what I had to say. Now I'm going to finish my day. I have my appointment at 1:15, so I got to get off here and finish getting ready and then do some shopping, get some last minute things to bring with, and yeah.
Sybil is going nowhere. Oh, she's not going to Texas either.
But we don't have to put our life on YouTube.
So what have you been doing for the last 40 minutes or so?
Yes, we may have, but from this point forward, it's going to be different. Because you all don't deserve to know anything about what him and I are doing in real life off YouTube. It don't mean that much to us.
Remember what I said a few minutes ago about Sybil's sub 100 IQ? I should have been more specific. It's sub 80.
So yeah, come next Thursday, him and I both agreed we are not going to be on YouTube like that. Tyree is a humble man. I just don't understand after 2.5, 3 years, when we all know you don't like us, fine and dandy, but you guys just keep on and keep on thinking you're going to pull something out of your hat to try and ruin him. You're not.
Tyree Sneed is in jail because the Lord Frost led the UT police to Tyree Sneed's location. The Cameron County District Attorney's Office was emailed for a solid week after that, receiving links to videos that prove Tyree Sneed is a danger to society and needs to be in a state hospital, not a jail. The second that Sneed's case shows up on Judge Gonzalez's docket, the judge's staff will receive the same emails with the same video links. Everyone working this case will be fully appraised of the fact that a madman stands before them that should be committed to a facility. They will also fully understand that there are people out here who know these facts. Many people out here that know these facts. If the court sweeps this under the rug, which it may, we will hold them accountable when Tyree Sneed kills you or another woman. The time to stop Tyree Sneed is now, before he kills. Should the court fail to do so, I would see it as a dereliction of duty. But who am I, right?
And try and ruin me. You're not. Tyree is free and clear everywhere. Come next Thursday, when that judge signs off, everything is going to be where he doesn't have to look over his shoulders and have to worry anymore, because it's behind him.
It would seem to me that if Tyree Sneed walks on the 13th, this would be the message the court is sending. You've been convicted of a crime that carries a 1-year mandatory sentence. You flee your sentencing for 8 years, finally get apprehended, then get off with 45 days time served. If you do the same thing, we'll reward you the same way, but only if you're a Sneed in Texas. That would be a fucking travesty.
Now, if he can move on from that, why can't you all? And a lot of people passing judgment on him for sitting, 45 days in jail, come next Thursday will be 45, when some of you sat time in jail. I never sat time in jail, I just got arrested for some things, but always got out that same day, that same night, whatever. And I was only arrested for a OWI, that's it.
You were in jail after your arrest and you did 3 days in county just like anybody else, unless, of course, it played its loony card to get out of jail. You're not special, Sybil.
But I immediately got out. So I never sat time in jail. But even if I did, who cares? So it's just funny to me how people that sat time in jail, got arrested, would sit there and poke fun of Tyree for that. Really? Nobody's perfect. Everyone has made mistakes. That's 8 years old. There's nothing that his ex can even do at this point, if she even wanted to.
Fuck you. Remember when Lily was on a live stream of mine? She said she was going to contact her lawyer that Monday. Sybil had better hope that Lily didn't. If Lily and her grown children show up and give victim impact statements, he's done. Sneed will get a year total with time served at least. Lily can crush him. All she has to do is show up.
And I don't think she wants to. And as a matter of fact, I don't even think that was her in Rich's chat, because 8 years ago that happened, I'm pretty sure that that lady has moved forward in her life, not to be going into a YouTube channel.
What a stupid cunt. Has it ever been through the trauma of being beaten into the hospital in front of its children? Has it? I'm guessing no.
And even nothing she can do about it. It's all signed, sealed, and delivered for next Thursday. He's out. Case is over, time served, no fines, no probation. Now, if that lawyer lied to me, then he's in big trouble.
And we are going to find out if the lawyer should have been talking to it. Bet on it. And the video of you running your flap about this case will find its way to the judge's staff, the DA's office, and the public defender's office. I know I already mentioned that, but I figured it bared repeating. While it is not, to my knowledge, illegal what Sybil is doing, she should not be discussing sensitive legal matters on YouTube. It's just irresponsible.
But I know for a fact that's what he said. So I and Tyree don't need to prove anything to you people. I don't need to lie about this. So yeah, come next Thursday, him and I are going to be together in person again, and we're going to stay that way because we are good, solid. Nobody else has come through for him except me. And I'm not embarrassed to say I'm in love with him and I love him. I'm going to be his wife.
You should be embarrassed, hobo banger.
Sit there and laugh and chuckle all you want. We don't care. They always say it takes an unhappy person to cut down and insult other people's relationships.
It was running down Sunflower's relationships, 10 minutes ago?
So I hope you guys all find inner happiness. Because when you go about and attack, just two people being in love, even though you don't like us, that's pretty sad. Dina, I hope you find true love. I really hope you do. And I'm not going to sit there and talk bad about you and bash you the way you will. But again, I don't care. Do what you got to do. Because you and I have gone back and forth since 2019. But what I will not let you do is sit there and attack. And that's what you came up with. Not concern, not care, but attack mode.
Sunflower told it the truth. Sunflower doesn't want Sybil to die.
And you playing a tarot reader. You're not a tarot reader. These tarot card readers are bullshit. They say what they say to get some sort of monetary gain. No tarot card reader knows my present nor my future. They don't know me. They don't even know if I exist. And Tyree knows how I feel about them. They're not, I'm sorry, they're just to me not a good, resourceful attribute to anybody's present or future. They're not. And while there are some tarot card readers out there that I know that do it, maybe feeling like I'm attacking them, I'm not. I'm just saying I don't believe in them. And most of them are bitter and unhappy. That's why they predict negative futures for everybody. I've seen a lot of tarot card readers, and it's always negative because they're lonely and miserable. So on that note, you guys have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. I'm going to be this is going to be my last weekend of working part-time. So my family knows about that.
Why is that important? Thank God this is almost over.
Of where I was working. So yeah, then next week is the week I make my physical journey to Tyree, free and clear. He doesn't have to look over his shoulders anymore. Anyone holding anything over him or me, and we can live happy and freely. So keep trying to dig in your little hats for something else. It's not going to work. Keep talking on here badly about him and me all you want. We don't care. You guys can think we care, but we don't.
Then why are you so hung up about it?
Because I told Tyree, these are just people on YouTube. They do it to everybody. Let them have it. Our life is more important than what they think on YouTube. Ones we're never going to meet. So you guys can sit there and send all your trolls and this and that to Tyree. He's not going to entertain it because we're not going to be on YouTube. Yeah, we might do a live showing that we're together. Who cares? It's because we're happy.
It immediately contradicted itself.
But outside of that, no. And that's what you guys are waiting for. Well, you're going to be waiting for a long time. And to, again, that idiot that keeps sending me emails, I'm deleting spam. You're in spam, you're blocked. So immediately, I can see that you left me numerous emails, but I empty spam right away. I don't even read them. So you're not going to get anything from me. So keep emailing me all you want and what you think you know and how you have a channel dedicated to me. That's fine. No, your words don't affect me. I don't need to read anything because you keep repeating. Because you're obviously bitter and angry and lonely in Iowa. That's your problem, not mine.
Sybil has been going on about this whole Iowa thing for a week or more. Jesus, drop it, dummy.
And I know you're watching because you make that very clear in past emails. Knock yourself out. Keep wasting your time finger pecking at your keyboard or phone or whatever you use. You're doing it for nothing.
And Sybil can keep doing exactly what it is complaining about.
So on that note, everybody have a great weekend, because I know I am. It's Friday already. 6 more days. And on that note, toodaloos, everybody.
Go fuck yourself. And this has been Analysis Today with Rich Baritone on Negative 43 KUNT TV. Good night.